Hey everyone, welcome to The Explainer. So, we've all been there, right? You just finished a really delicious, satisfying meal, you lean back, and boom. Almost instantly, you feel that heavy, sluggish pull dragging you right towards the nearest couch. It's that universal post-meal slump. But what if the cure to all that lethargy is actually way simpler and, honestly, a lot older than we think? Today, we're going to dissect the biology behind a super common habit to answer one big question. Is the post-meal stroll just a total myth, or is it actually backed by real science?
Section 1, Testing an Old Adage and Unpacking the Advice. Okay, let's dive into this. Long before we had fancy metabolic labs or continuous glucose monitors, people really just relied on observational wisdom to stay healthy. As cited by Dr. Arundhati in our sources, there's actually an old proverb that goes, "After dinner, rest a while. After supper, walk a mile." It's a pretty catchy little rhyme, but it heavily implies that our evening routines should involve, getting up on our feet instead of just sinking right into the armchair.
But does modern science actually support this? Does this old wives' tale hold up under the microscope of modern metabolic research? Or is it literally just charming folklore? Well, as you'll see, the latest research actually suggests this incredibly simple habit might just be a total biological superpower. Moving on to Section 2, the blood sugar spike and the journey of a meal. To really get why this works, we have to look at exactly what happens inside the body the absolute second you finish eating. The whole shebang basically comes down to one thing: glucose. The moment we eat, our body immediately starts breaking down that food into the simple sugar, which then rapidly floods into your bloodstream for energy. If you think of your leg muscles as these massive, powerful engines, well, glucose is the exact premium fuel those engines need to run. And this brilliantly illustrates the whole problem with just sitting around. If you remain completely sedentary after a meal, just sitting there digesting on the couch, your blood sugar levels can spike significantly. And that is absolutely crucial to avoid, especially for folks dealing with diabetes or insulin resistance. But when you walk, you activate the muscles in your legs and core. Those muscles immediately fire up and they start pulling that newly minted glucose right out of your bloodstream to burn for energy. This physical action actively and completely naturally reduces that harmful blood sugar spike. So, what does this all mean for you? How much walking are we actually talking about here? Do you need to go, hike a mountain after a heavy plate of pasta? No way, not at all. Just look at this number, 15. Research actually proves that a maximum of just 10 to 15 minutes of light walking after meals is entirely enough to improve your blood sugar control and really support your overall metabolic health. Plus, as a nice little bonus, it also helps with weight management just by subtly bumping up your daily energy burn. Section 3, aiding your digestive tract and beating the bloat. Now, the benefits of this habit definitely do not stop in your bloodstream. They go right down your stomach and intestines too. See, physical movement directly stimulates your digestive tract. It acts almost like a gentle internal massage, which helps move your food along so much more efficiently. People who consistently walk after eating report that it noticeably reduces those terrible feelings of heaviness, decreases bloating, and totally combats that post-meal sluggishness. You are literally just helping your body do its job faster and easier, simply by putting one foot in front of the other. All right, Section 4, why gentle is better, the exercise trap. Now hold on a second. Before you lace up your running shoes and literally sprint out the door after a huge lunch, we need to talk about a surprising little plot twist here. So the crucial point is that the primary constraint of this whole biological hack is keeping the movement entirely 100% gentle. Moderation isn't just some polite suggestion here. It's literally an absolute biological requirement for this to work. Let's look at exactly what happens if you ignore this rule and jump into something strenuous, like going for a run, hitting the gym hard, or playing intense sports right after a heavy meal. Basically, your body goes into a complete state of conflict. It has to suddenly divert all that necessary blood flow away from your digestive system just to supply your straining muscles. And because of that sudden diversion, you are highly likely to experience awful stomach discomfort, trigger some really nasty muscle cramps, or even induce acid reflux. Basically, you'd be fighting your body's natural digestive process instead of actually helping it.
Let's wrap this up with Section 5, your post-meal action plan, a step-by-step guide.
Okay, so we know we need to walk, but we absolutely cannot run. So how do we perfectly time this whole thing? Well, here is a precise research-backed timeline so you know exactly how to implement this into your routine today. Step 1, just finish your meal. Enjoy it completely. Step 2, Actually, scratch that urge to jump up right away. Give your body a tiny head start by waiting about 5 to 10 minutes. And then step 3, take a leisurely walk for about 10 to 20 minutes. That's it. It's incredibly straightforward, completely free, and obviously highly effective.
And, as Dr. Arundhati stresses in our source material, never forget this absolute golden rule. Consistency matters so much more than intensity. I'll say it again. You do not need to walk fast. You really don't even need to break a sweat. The entire goal here is just building a simple, daily habit for your long-term well-being and weight management. It's really just about doing it regularly, meal after meal, day after day.
Which brings us to the end of our explanator, and honestly, to a pretty important question for you. You've got the facts now. You understand exactly how those leg muscles clear glucose out of your blood and how gentle movement completely aids your digestion. So, what's it going to be? Will you stay seated right now, or is it time for a stroll? I highly, highly recommend taking the science we just unpacked and applying it right now. Get up, stretch those legs, and go for a quick walk. Thanks so much for joining me today, and I'll catch you on the next one.